It's a wonderful day, and here with Sherry on today's edition of Sherry Says, I'm in a very celebratory mood. And not many people celebrate other person's victories. And there was a time in my life, particularly my prior life, where I would say, Lord, as you have done it for others, you are now clearing the pathway for the good to be done to me. And I always got ecstatic when people got blessed because it is a true indication that the blessing continues to flow. And so my celebration today has taken me away from the video that I had in mind. That video should have been talking about, something else. Actually, I woke up thinking about the video that I wanted to make, and I think I will still do that video. But right now, this is not about me. Sherry has something else to say, and it is all about the whole issue of sowing into other people's lives. Many times we do not realize that for us to enjoy the good that we are currently benefiting from, somebody else sowed into our lives. Time, effort, energy, money, sometimes their lives. We're coming from the background as Black people of slavery. And as I have been an historian, I create in my mind images of the Middle Passage and all those Africans who lost their lives as they journeyed from the continent, the motherland, over to the New World. But those who made it, they did the best they could. And they held in their hearts what freedom looks like. And they taught the whole idea of freedom to the children. And yes, this might sound very somber, and this is me. You'll all discover that I'm a deep thinker. But one thing I learned in Spain, forgive me, when I lived in Spain, there was something that I saw happen, and I never really questioned it. But I realized as I became an adult, I started to practice it. When my host family went to dinner or lunch, because the middle of the day, 2 o'clock, was the main meal, when they were invited to dinner at another person's house, they always walked with something. Most of the time it was a bottle of cava or a bottle of wine. We lived in wine country. We grew wine and cava. Cava is the Spanish equivalent of champagne, because you know that champagne can only be branded as champagne if it was developed in that small region of France called Champagne. Okay, enough for history. But my family always walked with something to give to the host for having them. Sometimes my mom would actually prepare a meal. So, just context. And I grew up with that as my norm. And so when I got back to Jamaica and back into my regular life, I was always giving and taking something, and it didn't click until this season of retrospection in which I am in. And I guess persons enjoy the fact that I was always giving because they were able to be the recipients. And so they would take. And unfortunately for me, I couldn't understand why it was normal for me to give and nobody wanted to give back to me. I was disturbed. I didn't realize that I had taken a culture that I had learned in another place and wanted to impose it on a group of people who traditionally thought that they were victims. They needed to be taken care of. They didn't have anything to offer. They didn't have anything to contribute. And so, of course, it is with this thought process that I woke up and I started to think about DoorDash. And much to my excitement, I saw that she had reached her 40,000 subscribers. She was screaming and jumping and going on all crazy. And I was saying to myself, boy, I wish I had that personality type to be jumping and screaming. But inwardly, I was celebrating with her. Now, you would have all realized that in almost every video, I am mentioning DoorDash. And this is not just to rub her ego. This woman has single-handedly done what I have been told to do for years. Come on, camera. I'm still trying to figure out a way to hold my head, guys, so that my glasses will not have a reflection of the camera. But hey, we're learning. And so I was thinking to myself, I want to gift DoorDash something. And I said to self, when I get my first YouTube check, I'm going to gift DoorDash something. And then I became a little bit closer to what that something would be. And so I said, yes, when I make my first YouTube check, I am going to gift DoorDash a cruise. And I was like, yeah, great, because then I would have the direct income to pay for it. And I sat down and that sounded reasonable. But something said to me, do not enter the presence of this lady's life, world, empty-handed. So in other words, give to her before you get what you hope for. Because in all honesty, if what you have in your hand cannot meet your need, it is a seed. And I've always been a sower. And as I have learned about the Abrahamic and the Mosaic promise of giving, of taking something, of offering even before you receive, I had to flip the narrative. And the big confirmation hit me. Yes, I am going to give a cruise to DoorDash. But I'm not going to give that cruise when I have started earning from YouTube. I'm going to gift it now. I'm going to gift it when I need something. Because you see, some of us do not, we don't give out of our need. Shall I put it this way? We give out of our greed. We don't give out our limitations. We give out of our excesses. And everything I have achieved in life as a business owner, as a cruise agent, as a travel supplier, came out of necessity. And so guess what? Because I need my travel business, my cruise business to grow to another level. And even more importantly, in celebration of what this young lady has single-handedly done for me and for many other people, but this is for me. I, having received my first subscriber, to Sherry says, thanks to using the name DoorDash, I am gifting this wonderful young lady a 7-night, all expense paid cruise aboard the brand new MSC World America. I wish I had sound effects, because this is where I would go clap, 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 and have all the bubbles going up on the screen. But we're not there yet. One day I'll learn how to do it, or maybe I'll get help, because you will all discover that I'm not the editing person. My son does all of that for me. Thank God for him. But yeah, that's my thought process. But this cruise is one that I have been working on, one that I am faithing through. And the first cabin on this group booking that I will be doing with MSC Cruises will be booked for DoorDash. As soon as we make physical contact and she provides me with her details, then I will put that deposit out of my pocket to secure her cabin. So, what do I mean? It means that if she can find her way to Miami on the 18th of October 2025, everything would have been prepaid for her to sail 7 nights with a group of like minded people, my clients, my friends, and myself, as we explore the Caribbean. We're going to be taking care of accommodation, not just for her. She can take a guest, anyone she chooses. We're going to be taking care of her drink package, and we are going to take care of her gratuity. The only thing we need from her is to get her passport in order, get herself to the port of Miami, and get ready to just chill. She deserves it. I've listened to her, and every statement of exhaustion pulls at my heartstring. And this is what I do. I offer fun, I offer relaxation, I build memories. And so I want to gift this amazing woman all of the above. And so this is my way of saying thank you, DoorDash. Thank you. Thank you for pulling me out from the shadows. Thank you for allowing me to challenge me. Thank you for getting me on camera. My first YouTube channel is 8 years old. I've never been on camera, and I've never had the success that I know that we will be having. Because, in that 40,000 subscriber video, DoorDash said, why don't you show your face? If God didn't want you to show your face, He wouldn't give you a face. She is hysterical. And so, without further ado, my request is, if you can help me find the contact for DoorDash, help me do that so that I can secure all of her personal details to book her cabin, because we are sailing in 2025, the 18th of October, on the newest ship. It's so new, by the way, that it is still being built. It is currently in the shipyard of Fincatori in Italy, and it is expected to hit the waters of the Americas in April of 2025. So I want to give her new. I want to give her sleek. I want to give her richness. I want to give her the best. Because when you touch as many lives as she has done and have given out of your emptiness, somebody needs to step in and fill you up again. So, Sherry has a lot to say. And this is what I know will make an absolute difference in the life of an amazing woman. So, until I have more to say, ciao for now.